Hi and welcome to the Mirroring Soul. I'm Lilah, and I'm going to be sharing with you today a yoga sequence designed for the new moon in Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon and carries a nurturing, feminine, motherly energy. We can use this energy to help us set intentions, to take care of ourselves, listen to our inner child, and spend more time with family. The body areas that are affected by this new moon include the stomach, mucosa, along with the reproductive organs. This yoga sequence is designed to help calm the mind, tune into the body, create space for what's to come, and balance the heart chakra. As a reminder, with any yoga practice, you want to listen to your body. If you start to find it difficult to breathe, any pain or discomfort, please know that it's okay. You do not have to do the pose. You can go ahead and back out and skip the pose altogether if you need to. For our yoga setup today, we're going to want to have our mat, a block, a blanket, as well as a yoga strap if you have one. Go ahead and take your time getting yourself set up, and I'll meet you on the mat when you're ready. Starting on the left side of our mat, feet are hips distance apart, arms overhead, fingers interlaced, pointer fingers extended. Take a deep inhale, reaching tall. As you exhale, reach over to the left. We'll inhale and come back to center, reaching tall. Exhale and reach over to the right. Inhale and come back to center, reaching tall. Exhale and reach behind you, hips stay forward. Inhale and come back to center. Moving into Goddess, take a big step out to your right, externally rotate the feet, bend the legs and elbows, lowering yourself to your comfort level. Straighten the legs and the arms into star pose. Moving into triangle, right foot moves front, left foot moves left, arms airplane out to the side. Reach the left hand over and down towards the left leg. Look up towards that right hand. Keep that core engaged. Head to knee pose on the left, raise the arms up, arms go overhead, interlace fingers, torso faces the left leg, lowering your upper body down, bring the head to meet the knee. Going into crescent lunge on the left, lower right knee meets the mat. Hands overhead, slightly behind you. Single leg side squat on the left, right leg extended out to the side, heel on the mat, toes flexed, hands come to heart center. Yogi squat, hips are low and the legs are bent, hands are at heart center. Single leg side squat on the right, left leg extended out to the side, heel on the mat, toes flexed up, hands come to heart center. Crescent lunge on the right, lower that left knee to the mat, hands overhead, slightly behind you, right knee aligns over that right ankle. Head to knee pose on the right, raise up, right foot stays, left foot moves left, arms go overhead, interlace fingers, torso faces that straight leg, lower your upper body down, bring the head to meet the knee. Triangle, raise up, arms airplane out to the side. Reach that right hand over and down towards that right leg. Look up towards that left hand. Keep the core engaged. Star pose, upper body comes up, legs and arms are extended and reach for the corners. Goddess pose, bend the legs and elbows, lowering yourself to your comfort level. Bring that left leg over to meet the right, repeating the sequence on the right side. Feet hip distance apart, arms overhead, fingers interlaced, pointer finger extended. Take a deep inhale, reaching tall. Exhaling, reaching over to the right. Inhale and come back to center, reaching tall. Exhaling, reaching over to the left. Inhale and come back to center, reaching tall. Exhaling and then reaching behind you, hips stay forward. Inhale and come back to center, going into goddess. Take a big step out to your left, externally rotate the feet, bend the legs and elbows, lowering yourself to your comfort level. Straighten the legs and arms into star. Going into triangle, left foot moves front, right foot moves right, arms airplane out to the side, reach right hand over down towards that right leg. Look up towards that left hand, keep that core engaged. Head to knee pose on the right, raise up, arms go overhead, interlace the fingers, torso faces straight right leg, and lower your upper body down, bringing the head to meet the knee. Crescent lunge on the right, lower that left knee to the mat, hands overhead, slightly behind you, right knee aligns over that right ankle. Single leg side squat on the right, left leg extended out to the side, heel on the mat, toes flexed up, hands come to heart center. Yogi squat, hips are low, legs are bent, hands are at heart center. Single leg side squat left, right leg extended out to the side, heel on the mat, toes flexed up, hands come together at heart center. Crescent lunge on the left, lower that right knee to the mat, hands overhead and slightly behind you, left knee aligns over that left ankle. Head to knee pose on the left, raise up, left foot stays, right foot moves right, arms go overhead, interlace the fingers, torso faces the left straight leg and lower your upper body down, bringing the head to meet the knee. Triangle, raise up, arms airplane out to the side, reach left, hand over and down towards that left leg. Look up towards that right hand, keep the core engaged. Star pose, upper body comes up, legs are extended and arms and they reach for the corners. And goddess pose, bend the legs and arms, lowering yourself to your comfort level. And then bring the leg back over to the left and reset. And we'll face to the side of our mat. Now take a big inhale, reach arms over, exhaling into forward fold, upper body comes down, maybe the hands touch the mat, maybe they hold onto the elbows. And then you can walk the feet back into downward dog. Taking a full breath here. You can pedal out the feet. And lower the knees to meet the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Moving our body through figure 8, we'll sway up towards our right shoulder, and then to the left, then down towards that right hip, then over to the left hip, and then back up to that right shoulder. And we'll continue that pattern following our breath, continuing a few times in this direction. And then we'll reverse, moving towards the left shoulder. And then to the right, and then down to the left, and over to the right hip, and back up to the left shoulder, continuing a few times in this direction. We'll reset our hands underneath our shoulders, the knees under the hips into cat-cow. Exhaling and tucking the chin towards our throat, rounding the back up. And then exhaling and dropping the chest towards the mat, looking up. Really connecting the movement with the breath, exhaling and rounding the back. Inhaling and dropping the chest. Maybe you do a few barrel rolls, bringing your back up to the right, down to the left, and back up. And then in reverse, to the left, down, to the right, and back up. We'll come into puppy pose, keeping the knees where they are, walking the hands out in front. Maybe you rest the right forearm and extend fully the left arm. Or maybe you choose to keep both arms fully extended, looking towards your extended hand. I'll let you know when to change your forearms if you are just resting on one. If your knees are sensitive, you can fold your mat or add a blanket to have more cushion. And feel free to take a child's pose if you need to at any time. Beautiful. You can change forearms if you're resting on one. We really want to allow ourselves to let go of any tensions in the arms, hands, neck, shoulders, and abdomen. And we'll go ahead, grab our bolster. And getting ready to rest on our left side. We'll place it under our left rib cage, shoulder area. You can adjust the block as a pillow for underneath your head. And bring that right arm over on top of your head. If you don't have a block, you can use your left hand to rest your head. The legs just rest on top of each other. We'll bring awareness to how the rib cage expands with every inhale. Letting out any sighs that may come up. That right leg straightens in front, right arm reaches back for that left foot, opening up that heart space. Beautiful, you can press yourself up. And we'll rotate sides, coming down onto our right, resting the bolster under that rib cage and shoulder area. Adjusting the block for your head to rest, bringing that left arm up and over the head, opening up that side body. Bringing your arm into a position that feels comfortable. You can bring that left leg straight in front or reach that left hand back towards the right foot. Again, creating space at your heart center. Beautiful, you can press yourself up and we'll move into supported child's pose. Adjusting our bolster to the center of our mat. And bring the toes together and widen the knees. The hips will lower back towards the feet. Bolster rests underneath our torso, and you could rest your head to one side. Maybe you keep your arms hugged around the bolster, or maybe you rest them alongside your legs, whichever feels best for you. Again, relaxing any tension being held in your stomach or abdomen area. Maybe you bring awareness a little bit more to that breath, how it moves with every inhale and exhale. Maybe you rotate your head to the opposite side, stretching out the other side of that neck. Beautiful, and you could press yourself up and center yourself on your mat, adjusting the bolster to be against your left hip. The legs are going to be pinwheeled. Left foot will rest by that right knee. We'll twist the torso to face the bolster, lowering ourselves down, looking towards the left. The right side of the face will rest on the bolster, or in a position that feels comfortable for you. You can press yourself up and bring the bolster over to the right. Legs will be pinwheel, torso will rest on the bolster, and our eye gaze can go towards the right, resting the left side of the face on the bolster. You can press yourself back up as we move into supported fish. And with bended legs and the hips at the center of the mat, the bolster is behind you. Hands support you as you lift the hips up. Adjust your body to be resting on top of the bolster. You can use your block as a pillow for underneath your head, or option not to use it at all. Legs can be extended, straight, or maybe you want to butterfly them with the soles of the feet touching. The knees rest out to the side. Hands can be resting out to the side or above the head in cactus. Palms face up. And bringing awareness to how the belly rises with each inhale, and then the chest, and then the collarbones. And as we exhale, how it all happens in reverse. maybe massage your stomach, going in a clockwise direction, starting from the outside, moving towards the belly button. And then back out. And you can use your hands to bring your knees in and straighten the legs. And we can roll over to our right side, moving into supported bridge, centering ourselves on the mat, bringing the bolster underneath our bent knees. We can use our hands to help us lift our hips up, adjusting our lower back and hips to rest on top of the bolster, lowering our upper body down to the mat, legs are straight. Maybe we rest the hands on the belly, bringing awareness to the stomach and reproductive area. Maybe you bend the legs if this feels a little too intense for your low back. With this slight inversion, we're giving our heart a little break from having to do so much work against gravity. And you can bend the legs if you haven't already, and lift the hips up and slide the bolster out from under you. Straighten the legs, and we'll move into half happy baby. The left leg will come up and we'll bend it. The left hand will wrap around the outside of the left foot, and the right leg stays straight on the mat. We'll return that left leg down to the mat, and that right leg will come up, and we'll bend it, and that right hand will wrap around the outside of the right foot, and the left leg stays straight, resting on the mat. And we'll return that right leg down to the mat. And we'll raise both legs, bending the knees. Feet are towards the ceiling, wrapping our hands around the outside of the feet. Maybe you rock from side to side, massaging your back and hips. And you can lower the knees towards the chest and wrap the arms around the legs, holding onto the elbows or wrists. You can straighten the legs back down onto the mat. The left knee is going to come up towards the chest, and you can use your right hand to bring the knee across the body, Left hand will go out to the side, looking over in that direction. You can bring the left leg down to meet the right, rolling the hips back and forth to reset. And that right knee is going to come up towards the chest, and you can use your left hand to bring the knee across the body. The right hand will go out to the side, and you can look over in that direction. You can bring your right leg down to meet the left, rolling out the sacrum a little bit. And if you have a wall nearby, adjust the hips to be close by it and raise the legs up, resting the heels of the feet against it. Maybe you keep the legs straight, or maybe you butterfly them. If you don't have a wall, go ahead and grab your strap, wrapping the strap across the bottom of your feet, raising the legs up, holding onto the ends of the strap, adjusting as you need. Or just raise the legs straight up if you don't have a strap or a wall. And you could bring the knees towards the chest, move the strap to the side, and wrap the arms around the legs, holding onto the elbows or wrists. And you can go ahead and roll over to your side in fetal position. And you can rest your head on your arm, making a little pillow for yourself. And you can press yourself up and readjust yourself so that you're in the center of your mat. As we get ready for Shavasana, hands can rest by the side. And we'll just bring awareness to how our body feels right now. Attention to our breath, letting go of any leftover tension. Really just letting the body melt, feeling fully supported by Mother Earth beneath us. Begin to slowly wiggle the toes and fingers, rotating the wrists and ankles. Stretching the arms and legs in opposite directions. And you can come on up. Beautiful. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me for this new moon in Cancer yoga sequence. I hope that through this practice you're able to find your center, really feel your emotions, and love yourself just a little bit more. May you be able to bring this heart-centered energy into your life and share it with others, especially your family. I will be making more videos like this for the new moon, so if you like this one, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to be notified when the next one gets released. And I'll see you then. Take care. Namaste.